What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Parrot Press. So rare sets, colors. I'm absolutely loving this competition. I'm loving this mode. I'm loving everything about it. And we've had a little win, haven't we? Let's talk about it. Let's get into it. So, as we know, stage one, phase streak one, whatever you want to call it, is pretty easy. Okay. Now, it's just a shame. This was kind of, I don't know if this was my second or my third run through the streaks, but um, it just so happened that I landed on Germany in streak one, which was a little bit disappointing considering that they scored 4-4-1. But then I also had a 440 with, oh no, it's split across Germany. What am I talking about? So that come in. That's boring, right? It's easy to get through. Just stack a team that's heavily favourites and you should be fine. Moving on to streak two. Just about got over the line, really. 16 points above target with the Netherlands guys. Van Dijk coming up, trumps there. Van de Ven, even though that I've got the 25% on him, obviously not having a great game. But anyway, we sailed past that streak. Then we moved on to the one which can be quite tricky. Now, I know it's 400 points and it's not as high as points as streak 4 and streak 5, obviously. But it can be just a really tricky one, I find. I think I've failed every single time at this. Not every time, in the first two streaks and the first 3 runs that I went through. But you can see here that I basically was stacking. And the last one that I put through was the French team, which absolutely, I say smashed it to a point. But at half time, I was a little bit concerned. And then all of a sudden, this come up trumps. When Senegal scored, though, I was a little bit worried. And then if you remember, do you remember when Upa Meccano nearly scored the own goal at the end? Or was it Chouameni? I think it was Chouameni, actually. And if that would have happened, well, that's a mistake. All of a sudden, I've not made through. So I've had a little bit of luck going through this. But last night, early hours of this morning, is the one that got me over the line, secured that £100. And it was this lineup here, which looks insane. So let's talk about the other ones first. So I thought Colombia was going to do a little bit better than they did. Should have captained Diaz in this one, but I still wouldn't have been able to get there. But I thought that they would at least have had the clean sheet. Obviously, the Vargas mistake didn't do me any favours, right? Moving on to Portugal. Portugal were playing Congo, I think it was, and 1-1. Like, who saw that as well? I thought that this lineup might have done it. João Neves coming in with a decent score. Then the Argentina squad. Now, this is the one that really gutted me a little bit because the 4 players here that I've got, Martinez, Romero, De Paul and Messi, they was already in the lineup, right? But the 5th one was a real debate for me as who to get. And I thought about putting in Martinez. I thought about putting in Enzo. I even thought about putting in, who was it? Somebody else as well. It might have even been putting Bruno into this lineup, which would have smashed it there and then. But last night was brilliant. I'm in an hour, and if you go over to the Twitter, go ahead and give me a follow if you're interested in some of the stuff at the Parrot Press. I went over there and I was like, I don't know whether to wait until Saturday morning when Brazil play and do a stack there, or whether to just go in with this, because I packed Xhaka with the 30% on there, and I packed Jonathan David with the 30% on there about an hour before. Okay, so I opened up some packs, and then I got some free packs from the collect it however many teams and stuff, and these two come out of it. So I was like, do you know what? I'm sitting down, I'm watching it. Tonight I'm a Switzerland fan. Watched it. Last minute penalty, Grant Xhaka. Last minute, Bosnia scored, basically, or the minute before Xhaka put the ball in the net from the penalty. So I was flying. I was good with the clean sheet without even Xhaka scoring this. I was in a solid spot, right, going into Canada versus Qatar. Then all of a sudden, Bosnia scored, and I was like, oh, shit, I should have waited for Brazil. But then Xhaka scored that, and then I had, I think, 85%. Does it tell you on here? Yeah, look at that. 80, can you see that? Yeah. 85% bonus on this card. These cards, 181 points. These cards are crazy. You know, they are crazy if you can get them into your lineup. But then, this guy, Big Jonathan David, what a performance. I needed like an 84, I think it was, or an 83 from him with the bonus, but he just pops up with a hat-trick. And I woke up the early hours this morning and I was watching it on my phone, and he secured it last minute. And when you look at this lineup, if I just go back into here, when you look at this lineup, that is mental. That I've hit 458 points from this lineup. A goalkeeper without a clean sheet, a defender with a less than average score, and Doyle with nothing going on in there. But look at these two that have just come up trumps for me. Amazing. Brings me the £100 in, brings me the 500 limited, which brings me on to, I'm just going to go through and do the free pack and everything, but it brings me on to how important that the new edition will keep, new edition. It brings me on, Daniel Brown I'll get rid of as well, to the fact that how important these big XP players are. I think I had somebody comment on the YouTube thing about like basically what a terrible lineup to get it. He was super happy for me and stuff, but I agree. I don't think it's a bad lineup because all of these guys are capable of good AA and they had good matchups and they take some of their set pieces and stuff with the XP. So I think it was a good lineup to put forward. But when you look at the actual scores and what happened, yeah, it's crazy that we I need to buy a pack, don't I? I thought I just bought one. Oh no, it's the free pack. All right, well let's have a little spin first then. Trying to talk and concentrate at the same time. Let's do that. Let's pick the player decisive so that we can spin free on the trot. Well, I see USA winning. Balogun had a good game last time, so let's put him in there. But yeah, to finish my thought process on that, it just goes to show how important that these big XP players are. So that £100 today, I'm going to spend. I'm going to spend on 15 gold packs because 5 raffle tickets, fine. Because I think it's that important, and in order for me to get over to the line in for the £1,000, which is what I desperately kind of want and obviously need, and all of those sort of things, then I need those type of players. So we're just going to go through the daily stuff that everybody hopefully should be doing. Getting your essence and looking at your bronze pack. Oh, yesterday I opened up a bronze pack and I got Erling Haaland, and that's not to rub it into anybody. I think I must have opened the best part of 700 or 800 bronze packs, and I've had 2 icons in there, Kimmich and Haaland. Everything else has been, a little hit here and there, which I'm sure that you guys have had. What do I need to do? I need to open a pack, don't I? But yeah, it's definitely worth doing this if you are not doing it. Bronze pack. There we go. So that give me my last spin, which I'll go ahead and do. And then I'll go ahead and open some of those gold packs. Hopefully you can get some of those big, 30%ers, 20%ers in there as well with the big players, because that's what I need now. I'm not going to go for the silver packs anymore. I'm just going to go straight for the gold packs to try and secure some icons again with the bonuses. Just going to claim this last one and spin the wheel. And I'll probably need some help with you as well. So I've got a day. I'm not going to start anybody in today's games. Put them into a lineup. It's going to be from Brazil, which is early hours this morning. So it gives me this afternoon and tonight to have a think about what I'm going to be doing. I'm just going to get the gems. I want this one is the 500 one, which is let me just bring that onto another page for 2 seconds. Should have probably done this before, but hey ho, it's going to ask me for. Oh, it's already done it. Perfect. Cool. Let me bring that back. Did you just see that actually? Because I'm sharing the window, aren't I? You saw it anyway. Perfect. Okay, so we've got the gems in there now. So let's go through and have a little pack opening session. 50 gems. Okay, so we get a 10% a new edition. We'll keep him because I want it. I want the new editions. David Raya we don't need. Lama we don't need. McTominay for a 4-star, but he's 2,000 essence. I'm gonna have a little sneak preview with this. So that's a James Rodriguez, right? Don't need him. Oh no, it's Jordan Pickford. All right, I'll keep a Jordan Pickford. I think I've only got one of him at the moment. But what we're looking for with this 15 gold packs, we're looking for the big players with the big percentages. Another new addition, a 10%. I'm not going to use him, but there we go. Junior Ito, I've already got. Luka Modric. I do like this little slide. So it looks like it's going to be, that might be Musiala. Let's see. No, another João Neves. Well, I don't need him because I've got the 20% version, Rising Flames. So he goes in the bin. And this is what I'm saying about as many bronze packs. If you look at the amount of essence that I've just got from there, from having a few spins and stuff, like nearly 11 or nearly 12,000 or whatever that was. So, I don't want silver. So yeah, it's definitely worth opening those bronze packs. I think there's good value. And there are some packs, by the way, that you get. Just concentrate on this. Come on. Give me someone big. No, I don't think that is someone big. No, I've already got Danny Olmo. When you go into, is it in play? Yeah. In the collect missions, if you look here, I'm a few away from some gems and things like that, which is really good. But these packs here, which you can't click on to see what they are, these like 3-pack gold players, that is where I hit the Xhaka and the David from. It seems like you get a lot of special editions from these. Now, I know that it's not easy to get up to that and you have to open up a lot of packs, right? I'm not saying that it is easy, but these packs seem very overpowered for sure. Let's go back into here. Gold packs. Come on. Give me someone big. A Messi with like a 20% would be amazing. I think I need these big boys in order to get this £1,000. Enzo I've already got. I'm just going to go straight into it. New edition, Luis. See, like, it's not perfect, but Luis Diaz with a 5%. Now that gives me a 10% because I've got the collection, which is much better than obviously the base card that I've got. So I'll take that. I will take that all day long. And I might have 3 of him now. So I can get rid of one. And again, all of a sudden, I'm on 17,000 essence. If I do that, I'm up to 27 straight away. And that is where you can really start to build up. I know that I'm opening gold packs and stuff. I'm just talking about my gameplay. I know not everybody's doing that, right? But that's where I'm making some getting some free packs and stuff. So, new edition. So that's not bad. That is decent. That is a decent card. I'll take that. A new edition Declan Rice, but that's the base one. I've already got him. Is that a Bruno Fernandes? Please have a big percentage. I'll take it. It's a new edition. Yes, it's a new edition. I've only got the base one. So a 5% on him. And they're about to play. Who do they play? Is it tomorrow night that they play? I think it is. Is somebody not great? Uzbekistan, maybe? But I'll take that. This is why I'm opening gold packs. Because at the point of the tournament that we're in now, at the point of the gameplay, at the point of my game to get to that £1,000, I need these big players. I need these big percentages in these XPs. So let's have a look. New editions we're keeping because I think that I'm pretty sure that there's a challenge in there for like number of halos and things like that, which before any new editions I was just getting rid of unless it was better than the previous edition that I had. But I think I made a mistake with that because I can get some packs out of this. So I am keeping new editions. Who's that going to be? Marquinhos. I think I've already got 2 of him, so I'm going to get rid of it. So I've got 9 more packs, I think. Not a bad start. Not interested. Nope. A Salah? No, I think I've only got 1 of him. Who's this? Who is this? Another Diego Costa. I've packed this guy so many times, which I'm not complaining about, but, you know, give me some other people, you know? Give me some other people. I'm just going to open up a bronze pack just to reset some luck. I've got about 16 cards remaining, I think. So most of these are always going to be duplicates now, which is, you know, it's not fun, but then again, I wouldn't have got the packs that I would have got before. So another gold pack coming in. Kramaric, new player Son. I haven't got a Son, but he's had a really bad tournament so far, I believe. This guy that's an Mbappe, and that's a shiny. I've already got one. I don't care, but I'm keeping Son, and I will take that with a 5%. This is again why I want the gold packs, guys. This will all help. I wonder how many. And this is not me like trying to say, oh, look how many I've got. I'm just genuinely. I'm just genuinely interested. Um, does anybody else get this as well? You can't see it because of my camera, but that complete sign comes up, but you've not really completed anything. Just all player name because I want to get rid of one of them. Let's look at forwards. Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. So that's two shinies there. That's perfect. I don't want a third, so I can get rid of him. And who did I say earlier that I might have? I'll do it after. It's fine. It's fine. So yeah, a good start so far. I'm on 51,000 essence as well, so hopefully I can pick those up. I am really enjoying this though, and now I have spent a lot of money on this. I have spent about, I would say, about £850 on this. So getting that £1,000 back, yes, would get my money back, but at the same time, um, uh, half of that money that I've put in, I kind of won in the MLS the bit before, so it's not kind of my own money going back in again, so to speak. But I didn't cash it out. But I'm just loving this mode. Like I've enjoyed this. If you remember 3 years ago, if you're a bit of an OG and you've been playing Sorare for a little while, they done the Global Cup thing where it was like points and gems and whatnot. I think Sorare have just nailed this. I want to play the next set. I don't know what they're gonna have for, unless another Kimmich. But there's no bonus. No bonus. I've already got a couple of him. I don't know what their plan is for 2027. I know that they released a keynote thing or whatever, but I haven't looked at that yet because I'm so invested in colors and in sets. But I'm really looking forward to what the new season is going to be like with sets because I am going to still play pro. I've obviously got the cards for it. Another Van Dijk, a new edition. I don't know if I've already got. I'll keep him, but I might already have a couple of him. Yeah, I don't know what their new set's going to be like. Um, I don't know if you can play competition by competition or whether it's going to be a season long thing or whatever. But yeah, they've nailed it. They've absolutely nailed it. I thought that was a big Mbappe then. I just saw the French flag and the shirt. Okay, but we'll take it. It's a new edition. And a Messi. And a Messi. You can't complain with a Messi. So they are playing. These are doing well for me so far. We've got 4 packs left. 4 gold packs left. I want another one of those. What do they call it? The pixelated ones. We've got a Son in there as well with 10%. So we picked his base card up, and now we've just got his. This is a new Pumacano. Give me a big bonus. Okay, I've already got him. Gold pack, 3 left. Come on, just give me a 30% on something. I'm saying it like it's listening to me. I picked up him yesterday. That's who I put in that lineup. So he done well for me. Nico Williams. Verts. Foreign Verts. Already got him. Scrap cards. Come on, 2 left. 2 left. And then we'll just look at what I might play for my first team to going for the 1,000. New edition. New edition. He's a really good player. I would love a little bonus on him. You can see here from his first 2 performances. Look at what he's capable of doing. So he's definitely going to be in one of my lineups because they play. Is it Iran or is it somebody else? No, France play Iran. Who do they play? Was it on there? Yeah, Saudi Arabia. So I think a little Spain stack is going to happen. New edition. Oh, that's nice because if he starts 15%, and are they playing again? Haiti. Is it Haiti? What's my flag knowledge like? I don't know, but that's not working when I hover over it. I think it's Haiti, but he's only 30% starting. So I'll have to keep an eye on that one because I don't fancy waking up at 1:30 in the morning to set a lineup. I wish that I put a tweet about this the other day as well. When you come into here, I wish that you could preset some of these so that you don't have to wake up at 1:15 in the morning or whatever and then check if people are starting and things like that. I wish there's like, if I was down here, I wish I could say, okay, if this one hits, we'll then use this team for this one and then and have that knock-on effect. Hopefully they bring that in because there was a lot of people that liked that and that commented on that was kind of missing. So Hopefully that happens. Right, last gold pack. Come on, give me something big to finish. Big, big, big. New edition. Who's it going to be? That doesn't look promising. No, doesn't look promising. Okay, so not the greatest, but there was a couple of decent cards in there that I've just picked up. So this is new: Acuna, a Son, another Messi, an Mbappe with the shiny with a 10%, another Bruno. Has he got 10%? Oh no, it was the 5% Bruno, so that's decent as well because they've got a good game coming up. Another Luis Diaz, another Van Dijk, and then what else was in there? Was there anything else that was really good? Not really. So £100 spent on that, which, you know, some are going to argue that it's not worth it. But again, I wanted those big players to try and help me get the £1,000, which I will probably cash out 900 of it if I can get it. Now, I'm talking like it's going to happen because you have to believe. You have to believe. But the first one's probably going to be, um, it's probably going to be Allison, and then playing soon. We got Hakimi that we could use, but I think that's going to be a really tight game with Scotland. So I might avoid that. We've got a Marquinhos and we've got a Gabriel, but I've got no bonus at all, which is really hard to hit the 480 without a bonus. I know that sometimes like the good player is better over the bonus, but then we come down here. I've got a Van Dijk with a 15% on as well. I was looking forward to, sorry, I wanted to try and get a defender with a big bonus. Let me just sort by, not by playing soon, by special edition. And this is probably where I need to change my strategy a little bit because I need to be a bit more patient with this. I need to pick the best players and not think about, I'll stack this team every single time. I don't think that that is going to work just by stacking every single time. The first couple of stages, I think, yes, we can get away. I mean, look at that. The Nuno Mendes with a 15% in there against Uzbekistan. Could he come in? I don't know about the defender yet. Midfielder, we got a Bruno, 25% Brazil to come in here. So I think he comes in. There is a shout for Kimmich on Saturday night as well to be my extra person. I think Bruno would come into this lineup because of the fixture, and he's been playing pretty decent, getting decent scores. And then we come onto the forward spot as well. So we've got. I'm not going to use Martinez. He doesn't get enough sort of AA and stuff. I wouldn't use any of these guys. I mean, oh yeah, I don't know. I can never pronounce his name. Orizabel, probably butchered it, but he could come in. I've got a Vinny with a 10%. So this is where the Brazil sort of stat comes in, and I think that I've got to play that. They're playing Haiti, right? They should rack up some goals in this. The only thing that concerns me with him, well, he can have the big scores, can't he? So AA wise, he's not too bad. I think Vinny comes into this lineup. Then scrolling down a little bit more, which I'd have to wait until Monday night, which I need to learn that that's okay to do. But we've got Mbappe with a 10% as well. And then who else was it that I saw a little while ago that had Doku, right? Going back up to here. So Doku, we know that he can be a bit of an AA monster at times. Look at those hundreds that he can get, and he can have these big scores. And I've got a 15% on him as well. So I'll probably use him in another lineup. But I think it kind of makes sense here to go to Vinny Jr. and try and get that chemistry with Bruno. And then, yeah, it'd be working this out. Do I put in a Kimmich to try and get the bonuses? I think I've got a Rafinha, but I've got no. Well, let's just have a quick look at Brazil. Um, yeah, I've got a Rafinha with no bonus, which I think a Kimmich with bonus is better, or an Mbappe with a bit of bonus is better. Um, Maybe Kimmich comes in here, and then the defender. I am struggling a bit with that. I mean, I know I'm scrolling through, and you're not going to remember all of the players that I've got, but maybe he comes in. Maybe I don't play Allison. Maybe I play. Have I got a Diego Costa with a bit of bonus? Maybe I play that. Maybe that's the way to go. And then captain, it could be Vinny. Does that get 1,000? I don't know. I mean, look, I don't think you can go to. I don't think anybody's going to really care that much, right? Going to my gallery and then working it out and then seeing who you would pick. But just out of these players that you can see, should I be full stacking Brazil without bonus? Should I be going for something like this? Do I need to change one of these? I mean, I have got a Martinez that could come in here with a 25% if I wait until Monday night. If I'm waiting until Tuesday for Portugal anyway, that could be a big sweat going on. Or I could, like, if Brazil don't perform, I could cancel the lineup and then use these elsewhere. I suppose that's a positive of it. But yeah, is there another defender that I should be using? I mean, who knows, right? I might end up opening up all of the bronze packs that I've got. I think that I need to trash some of the. Let's go new. Let's go player name, and let's look at the icons to get some. See, look, now I've got a couple of Hakimis, so I could get rid of one. That's another Bruno. I've got a couple of Diegos. There's one Messi on that page. See, if I get rid of a Messi as well, Marquinhos, I've got two of him now. I think that's it. So if we scrap that, so I've got nearly 100,000 essence, and if I go into here and I look at my collection missions, maybe I can get some more gems, open up a couple of more packs before we get going with all of this. But anyway, I'm not going to bore you with that nonsense. If you're still here, if you like this video, then hit the like button. If you want to see some more, hit the subscribe button. And if you've got any tips for me, they are very, very welcome right now, because this is a big play to get the money back and then to give me another chance to go for it. And you know, I probably won't put any more money in. If I get that 1,000, I will take out 900, so I'm kind of basically even, and then I'll try and play with what I've got. That's the plan, because I've really enjoyed this. Really enjoyed this. If you have as well, or you see faults with this mode, then leave a comment down below. But I've loved every second of this so far. Watching, you know, being a Switzerland fan last night and having a genuine chance to get some stuff done. Watching Canada, waking up in the morning and doing that. I think Sorare have nailed this. I had some issues with Sorare and the gameplay in the last couple of years, because, you know, I've lost a lot of money into this game by them changing the goalpost quite frequently. But I think that they needed to in order to get to the level of the game that it is today. And I am, yeah, hats off to them. I think they've done an amazing job. So as I said, if you like the video, hit the like button. If you want to see some more, hit the subscribe button. And as always, guys, I'll see you in the future.